After watching the FC25 reveal trailer, the gameplay deep dive, looking through the pitch notes, I can only conclude one thing about FC25 and what it really is. And before we get there, I want to tell y'all a quick story about how my opinion on FC25 has grown from being very optimistic for the game to now being the complete opposite. And it starts off with me wanting to make a video after the reveal trailer because, I was enjoying letting out my opinion. I'm really enjoying letting out my opinion on this channel, even if y'all aren't commenting yet, just trying to see as well as like how does my opinion sound compared to other people's opinions. Those other people's for now being other content creators. But if you want to join that, feel free to comment. And after the reveal trailer, I decided to make a video, let out my opinion on the game. But a couple hours, or maybe like the next morning after uploading that video, I decided to delete it. And it was for two reasons. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Me personally, I felt like I was just saying some really uninformed, stupid stuff, for lack of a better term. And number two, because I was saying some uninformed, stupid sounding stuff, I wanted to wait until we got the gameplay deep dive. Because for me, that's what I thought was FC24's biggest issue heading into the end of its life cycle. It was the gameplay. And that's where I really was hoping for both Career Mode and Ultimate Team that EA Sports would address the gameplay issues and would give us something to be excited about, more so in the sense that they were going to fix a lot of the issues. Honestly, looking at the pitch notes themselves, they have fixed a couple of them. I've got some stuff noted down right now. With the new FCIQ, we are going to expect better off-ball movement from our attacking AI, which is nice. We're going to have this thing now where goalkeepers have playstyle pluses now. We have the ability to now, and then we get stuff like the defensive AI functions better in the box, making cutbacks harder for the AI and for other people, which is nice. Advantages can now be played through red card fouls. All of that stuff is pretty nice. But the thing that worries me about that stuff, and it's the thing that I was saying that I could only conclude one thing about FC25 as a whole. Objectively, when you go through the gameplay deep dive like I did, when you go to the pitch notes was trying to be optimistic towards EA, and I'm going to be honest, I'm running out of steam to do that. But when you go through it from that lens, the best you can really say about this game is that it's just a glorified patch. Looking at the facts, looking at the stuff that I've kind of noted down and all the big stuff they're bringing in that they claim to be big, the only real big feature is Volta Football but rebranded into 5v5 Rush. And when I was watching someone react to the gameplay deep dive yesterday, they were also talking about how EA Sports is sort of moving to this thing where they just want more people on the menu. And I believe they want more people on the menus because you're more likely to spend FIFA points and buy packs in the menus. Okay, so I'm about to go into how EA Sports wants us to spend less time on the pitch and more time in the menus, and why they're doing that. But I realized that I suck at explaining it, and I thought instead of me doing it, why don't I just play the video that I got it from?
For FIFA 20 and was so bland that you had to remove it, rename it, and put it in game modes that people actually play. That's your crown jewel this year. It's so funny to me that a lot of positive things EA have done over the years are all about making sure people don't actually play the game. Like making half lengths reduced from 6 minutes to 4 minutes for squad battles. They even put in golden goal friendlies mode because again the community doesn't want to play the game. And even the new game mode Rush is about quicker matches. Look.
Well, he said it a lot better than I ever could, but it's not his video. I actually have to talk in my own YouTube videos, so I suck less. So with all that said, it's back to me. And as a career mode player, there is no real reason to spend full price on this game. And I'm gonna tell you why. I know that the idea of FCIQ and having more customizable tactics and being able to give player roles, all this talk about smarter AI, all this new realism stuff like wind effects, players slipping in the rain, more realistic faces, cloth simulation. I know that all sounds pretty dope, but we need to put on our critical thinking glasses and we need to look at this, and we gotta be honest, all this really is a patch. And all these awesome new features, their best they can be is a patch note. And all I'm gonna say is, if you want to buy the game, That's fine, that's respectable. But if you are primarily a career mode player and you don't like touching every single mode in the game, like Pro Clubs, like Ultimate Team, then honestly, I would suggest that you wait until the game gets on sale. Let the YouTubers find out how good the game actually is. And let's see if the YouTubers who was talking real nice about the game, saying how it's got all these new features, let's see if they keep that same optimistic energy when they get the game in their hands. Let them be the beta testers and draw as big of a conclusion as you can without playing the game from them before you decide to spend $70 or $100 on the game. And yeah, speaking of which, real quick, there's no real big purpose, in my opinion, to be spending $100 on the pre-order bonuses for career mode because you don't really gain anything that special. Now, sure, this year you might make the claim that, hey, they're going to add icons in player career mode and we're going to get some extra icons. And all I'm going to say is, while icons may be nice, if EA Sports is holding true to their word of using this new feature called Cranium, player faces can be made to be more realistic. Let's be real, as soon as the game drops, there's going to be some talented people out there that are going to find out how to very specifically and make faces of icons, and you can just look at the tutorial on how to make those icon faces and boom, you can just create your own icons in the game. The point I'm trying to make is be very, very careful, because right now it's looking like for the career mode group, all EA Sports is trying to do is they're trying to distract us with some shiny new toys instead of fixing the old toy we've been asking them to fix for all these years. What I want to say, I'm going to keep saying it over and over again as I end off this video, we gotta be really careful. I wouldn't suggest you pre-order the game. I suggest we watch, we see how it goes, we see what the career mode YouTubers that we trust, what they think about the game, what the people who know what they're talking about when it comes to gameplay and what makes a football game fun and not boring and not repetitive. We look at what they want to say and we find out if the game is worth the price you want to pay for it. That's my 2 cents on the situation. Of course, we may have differing opinions, but as a person who isn't really blessed with a ton of money to just spend on gaming, personally, I just say let's not pre-order the game this time if it's just for career mode, and let's just wait and see what other YouTubers say. But that's all from me today. I'll see y'all.